Let's continue our regular exploration into the energies of who's watching you. Do you feel like someone's watching you? Now, of course, we're all being watched to some extent, right? We're being watched by our family, our friends, our neighbors, our coworkers, the person across the street as we're waiting in line, person who knew you back when you were 2. I mean, you know, right? It could be anybody. You could be watched by like your parents, people in your parents' circle who knew you, or I mean, it really could be anybody, right? But we're not really concerned about the broad term of who's watching you like that. Who's watching you that you should be aware of? And with them going by zodiac signs, that's the easiest way to sort of sort through the collective energies, like rather than saying male, female, age range, etc. And I leave whatever zodiac sign energy that you, or energies, plural, that you feel strongest within you, either in general or right now at the time of watching this. Also, if you feel called to, do check out the other readings. Perhaps there's a message for you in those. You just see how you feel and go use that to lead what you watch. Anyway, this could be by your sun, your moon, your rising. I would also say 12th house and 8th house energies also apply. I would also say, I already said moon, but I'd also like to include Neptune. I do think Neptune's energy also applies here. Maybe Pluto's, who knows? Watching. Watching is not stalking, right? It's not stalking. It could be, but it's not specifically stalking. Watching could be good. Watching could be kind of sketchy. I don't know, right? It's an ambiguous, neutral term, I think. And that's why it's interesting to get those energies on here. Especially as we are pulling out who should you be aware of that's watching you. I don't think I'm going to skip zodiac sign, because if I do, I may go by, one zodiac sign, another zodiac sign. I think I'll forget them by the time I'm done through like 5 of them. So I'm going to go by element. And the element that I'm going to start with, should I do earth or fire? We'll do fire. We'll start off with Leo. Start off with fire signs. We'll do Leo first. Let's see who is watching. That's a verb we're going to use and feel around on watching. Who is watching Leo? I have the Emperor. That Emperor wanted to come out. Did you notice that when I was like sorting? Oh, another card came out. Who knows what that is? I have 6 of Swords, Leo energy, Page of Swords. Or did I say 6 of Swords? 6 of Wands, excuse me. It's been a long day for me. 10 of Pentacles. Someone's watching how you move, Leo. That's someone who's watching you. Has this person worked with you before, Leo? I don't know, but what I do know is this person knows definitely how you move. This person, I feel, is impressed with you, but there's also a little bit of competitive edge. Leo, it looks like what they're ultimately looking at is, should they go and partner up with you? It's not 100% competition. There's a competitive edge, but it's more like admiration. Oops, did I miss that? There we go. Hello, Nia. And hello, Silly Monkey. So, yeah, Leo, someone is watching you. I feel like this person who's watching has a lot of power themselves. They could be watching you go up the ranks in some way. Or, Leo, no, actually, I'm not going to say that's coming. I feel like they are watching you make milestones. They could be small milestones, but they're significant enough to catch this person's attention and also to see you, Leo. As I said, in that slightly competitive edge, like I'm good, I'm going to acknowledge that you're pretty good too. I guess I will go and we'll take a little closer look to see if we're talking about purely business or are we talking about something that could fluctuate between either or. Hello, CG. I'm going to clarify the Page of Swords for you, Leo. Page of Swords. That Queen of Cups, it very much wanted to come out, didn't she? Queen of Cups, Six of Cups, King of Wands. Somebody's been watching you for longer than you would imagine, Leo. I don't think this is a past person that you're aware of. This would be the first contact, Leo. This person, for some reason, didn't quite have, I don't know, the courage, the chutzpah to come up and approach you. Maybe too, Leo, you seemed a little too self-contained or a little much in your own world. Could be that. Two islands that did their own thing, two planets in their own orbit. But as I said, I have somebody here who's been watching the way you move, Leo. And they're impressed by the way you've been handling things. These two cards fell out. Ace of Cups and Five of Pentacles. The energies I have here so far, Leo, just call them out too. I have Aries, Virgo, Scorpio, and Cancer, Taurus. But ultimately, too, what I'm seeing is somebody being happy about the way you move and how you are establishing yourself. So in that respect, too, seeing aces and, seeing cups and pentacles is not surprising. They're watching how you move as you, I don't know, get stuff done. Let's see, Six of Pentacles. I have Death. Excuse me, Six of Wands, rather. I have Death. Five of Swords. You're definitely coming. Someone's sizing you up. And I do think you're going to get an offer. It feels like collaboration more than, I mean, it could kind of be romancy, Leo, with Emperor and Ten of Pentacles here. But ultimately what I'm seeing here, Leo, on a high level is that somebody's watching how you're moving. Someone's watching how you operate. Could be small wins that you've been getting or the way that you've been handling yourself, Leo. And ultimately what I'm seeing is someone is impressed. There is a competitive edge here, but it's not a bad thing. And I really see that that's someone's getting ready to approach you. And I don't think they're going to offer a partnership right away, but they're definitely going to feel you out and see the possibility of increasing wealth together. Smells mostly like business to me, Leo, or really good networking for your career, your bank account, your network. Take that as it resonates, Leo. But that's who's watching you. Somebody's watching you who already is in a quite stable position, and they've been impressed with you, Leo. They are impressed with you, Leo. They think you're a good person to have on one's team, Leo. And they think they can increase a whole lot of money together. We'll go on to the next fire sign. Let's check out Sagittarius. Sagittarius, who's watching you? Let's see who's watching Sagittarius. I only want one card. Page of Cups. Do you know this person, Sagittarius? With the Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups, the Devil, Six of Pentacles. Is this someone, a Sagittarius, who did not either bring to the table what you asked or they just fell short? That's who I have here so far. We'll take a closer look, Sagittarius. I do think you know this person, Sagittarius, and as hopeful, I feel this Page of Cups is hopeful. As hopeful as this Page of Cups is, it feels like this Page of Cups, when this Page of Cups was first around you, Sagittarius, they did not do what they should have done. These two cards fell out. Do I take them, Sagittarius? Temperance and Strength. You know, it is a Sagittarius reading and it is a fire sign, but we'll just keep this in mind, Sagittarius. I already did say this is a hopeful energy. This is someone, though, who I feel like did sort of muck up the first introduction or the first interaction they had with you. Although they're hopeful, and from what I have here, they're going to come for round 2, part 2. I've evolved. I understand. What do you think? Want to take a chance on me? But Sagittarius, we'll keep that in mind. We probably all are being watched by AI. I have no doubt of that, CG. We're being watched and listened to. But you know, the whole thing with AI is interesting. I think because we've been talking about AI for so long, and initially, I mean, all that AI really is built on and all that AI has really been grown on up to a certain point, like, has been just large data sets. And for instance, like you take AT&T, right? Or what's some of the other phone networks? You take T-Mobile, you take Verizon, like all of those companies, for instance, for a very long time, they've been monetizing our data when we sign up for their plans and we use their things. I mean, they've been selling us to their internal ad agencies based on, like, they don't include any personal identifiable information because that would be against some federal code, whatever it is. PII, they don't, indulge in PII. Which PII is nothing more than if you have 5 pieces of information. But technically, you can actually narrow someone down with 3. But if you have the theory of PII, if you have 5 identifiable pieces of information, it could be the social security number, it could be the last name, it could be a phone number, it could be a zip code. You get the idea. You can narrow down exactly who that is. But because of those rules with PII, you think about all the phone plans, for instance, way before AI became a term, that they were selling data of their users based on everything but those 5 pieces of information together. So there could be like a female in this age range, in this zip code area, with this sort of like family or relatives under her plan, or not under her plan, or part of a plan, etc. Right? And it makes these phone calls to these businesses, etc. And that information was then used by AT&T, by Verizon, etc., for a very, very long time to go and be sold to anybody who wanted to pay for that information to basically target, pinpoint, whatever it's called, potential clients, people who would be interested. And when you think about it that way, like the whole, I don't know, they've just been always using the concept and the terms around AI, which is basically like the anticipation and predicting of behavior, because humans are social animals. Humans are predictable animals. Once they're in a routine, they keep it unless like something jolts them out of it, etc. But I do think like AI, being watched by AI is something that has been happening as long as there have been data sets. And I feel like as long as we have had accounts, especially with telecommunications, especially with energy, your utilities, etc., as long as we have had organizations like that monitoring our patterns, our consumption of their services, I feel like right then and there we've been watched. And that's been going on for eons. Anyway, that was a diatribe. Go back to Sagittarius and Page of Cups. So my point is, like, when they've been doing that for X amount of years, way back when, well, one could say that there are almost dolls or husk that other intelligences definitely could go and fall into with AI models, for instance. And when I say models, I really mean like almost like arrays, right? Like not really like, like a Gundam model or a Pokemon model or a My Little Pony model, right? Or like a Sailor Moon model. But I mean like a model, like a data set. But at the same point, how much of it is, I don't know, how much of it is not the continuation of that ever-present growth of data that we ourselves are putting in. Just like I'm doing this video, for instance. This video is going part into the basic synapses of a data set of intelligence for a synthetic entity to process, and so forth. Anyway, Page of Cups for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, 5 of Wands. The Moon, yeah. The Sun. Oh, this is kind of bittersweet, Sagittarius. This person is very hopeful, Sagittarius. They hope they could work things out, Sagittarius. Can they work things out, Sagittarius? They are watching you. Leo felt mostly like work. Sagittarius, you have someone who wants to come back. But my question is, too, they want to come back, but were they ever really there in the first place? I feel like the potential was there, but did they actually have the 10 of Pentacles with you? Did they actually have that committed, firm foundation? Or was it just the possibility there? And I also say that, too, even with the Sun and the Moon, in one way, this is very 10 of Pentacle-ish, and the other way, it's also... Well, first of all, this person, as I said, is hopeful. Sagittarius, this person is going to approach you. That's who's watching you. They're also, Sagittarius, watching what you're doing and who's in your circle. But I'm not getting any strategic, like any sharp energy here. It's just determination and hope. No sharp energy. Isn't that Interesting. The moon Sagittarius, I have page, it's like, I'll be sharp for you. But this is actually just the determination Sagittarius. Moon clarified by Page of Swords. This person will be as clear as they can be in what they hope to build with you, or what they hope you listen to them. And I say as clear as Sagittarius as they can be because I have pages. Right? Pages are not the most mature energy, especially for communication. I think they try a whole lot, but will they actually be clear, concise, successful, persuasive, etc.? That's yet to be seen, especially in this energy. This person will try, especially under moon too. This person will try to be as clear as they can be. Would it be what you need to hear, Sagittarius? Six of Wands. Yeah, this person's definitely going to tell you stuff. It's like pouring out their hearts and hopes and dreams. Oh, Sagittarius, you have somebody who burned a bridge and they want to build it back. Well, Sagittarius, this person is sincere. Shall we leave it here, Sagittarius? I will say Sun and Moon, this person does now see you as soulmate. This is soulmate energy, life partner energy, also like big light bulb moment in their head that's not going away. And I will also say too, Sage of Cups was in the bottom of the deck energy. In the cards that I actually pulled up here, and even think again back to that strength and temperance. This person, Sagittarius, not that I'm lobbying for, telling you what I see. This person doesn't have any sharp, I already said that, no sharp energy, not sharp. This is, they're going to be very direct and to the best of their abilities. But there's no like Five of Cups energy here, Sagittarius. There's no Three of Swords. And like, in other words, there's no open, gaping, painful wounds. This person has done work. This person definitely has done work to improve themselves. Like this person is a better version of what they were before. So I think that's interesting, Sagittarius. If this resonates with you, know that this person is not all bluster. The energy I have here is, they definitely made strides. And they're not trying to go and use you, Sagittarius, to fill up a gap in their own hole that they should have done before. This person has done definitely some good work on themselves to elevate themselves as an entity on the spiritual level. Not lobbying, just stating that this person has gone through some growth. Aries, who is watching? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do this real quick. Who is watching Aries? All right. Who's watching Aries? Page of Wands. A new person, Aries. That's who's watching you. Someone who you do not know. You caught their eye somewhere along the line, Aries. Somewhere along the line, you caught their eye. I want to fold these back in, so 1 minute. Since I was looking at all of them. Put that all back in. All right, let's go and find out about this Page of Wands. Someone's watching you. This person is going to say hi. Aries, I have Eight of Wands. I have Two of Wands and Three of Cups, Aries. Well, hello, Robert. Nice to meet you. Eight of Wands, Two of Wands. That Two of Wands said they were going to say hi, the energy. And Three of Cups. Aries, someone has been watching you for a while. This is a new connection. Maybe, Aries, you've seen this person on the street, or you've seen this person. I don't think you've seen them directly, Aries. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think you've sat and spoken with them. I think, if anything, you know this person by sight. But I don't think you know this person much beyond that, if you know them by sight. I do think you've seen them. Maybe, though, Aries, in this energy, when you've seen them, they didn't make much of an impact on you, or they were just fading with the rest of the crowd, too. Some of you could actually have seen this person, locked eyes, or maybe they waved or something. Some of you, Aries, that person was just like a whole bunch of other people on the street. And it's like, what? And Seven of Swords in the background. This person has been waiting to approach you, I suppose, Aries, because they got like mess they were, I don't even want to say working themselves out of. As I said, Sagittarius, this person was kind of healed. Aries, the person that I have coming towards you, this person has a little mess in their background, and this person is very enthusiastic about approaching you, Aries, but they're kind of still a little messy, or still a little raw, or still a little unhealed from whatever mess they did. I'll go and throw a few cards on this, Aries, for you. Let's see. I'm going to look at the Three of Cups, Aries. Do I want to continue looking at the Three of Cups? So, Aries, what I have here is someone is going to approach you. Feels like they're going to approach you kind of to explore a love connection. This person came from a lot of pain, Aries. It's over for them, Aries. I will say, though, that I don't also believe that necessarily any energies in the tarot is like final. Like, I don't think it's dead. From what I've seen, just in general, the chapter or the period may be over, but whether or not that specific person or that specific environment or situation, etc., comes again in a new chapter is very possible, right? So Ten of Swords is not like a permanent ending. I want to throw that out there too. I see an ending from this person that went through a lot of ick, a lot of pain. I don't know what that was. They went through a bad situation. It is an ending, but is it an ending? I don't know. It's very sharp energy, a little desperate energy. This person is not coming towards you just for, they're exploring. They are exploring a love connection. They've been watching you, Aries. And I do think it's like this person wants to heal, but at the same point, they have insecurities. This person is kind of, I don't know, it's not quite rebound-ish, Aries, but it's not something I give a thumbs up to. I give like a, maybe you continue waving at this person. Go. The person says, "Oh, my name is so-and-so," and you go, "Nice to meet you," and then you go walking away. Give them a big smile. Continue walking. But that's who's watching you, a new person. Aries, I also think too, in this energy, when you are out and about, if you just turn your head a little bit, Aries, at the places you go to regularly. See who watches you. This person's been watching you for a while. This person's going to approach very quickly, but this person has been watching you for a while. And then, as I said, keep in mind this person is not quite rebound-ish energy, but this person is still kind of tender. They still have a hole. So Aries, as I said, I don't give it a thumbs up. Not that I gave the other one a thumbs up, but that person had healed. This one, yeah, this one has not healed at all. The Devil, 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 2 of Swords. They're looking for someone else to make them feel better, Aries. So be aware of that. Aries signs I have. Well, 2 of Wands is Aries energy. I have Sagittarius, I have Capricorn, I have Leo, I have Aquarius, I have Cancer, I have Gemini, I have Capricorn. Okay. I feel this person is going to come in really quickly, though. This is fast energy. And as I said, this person is tender. This person is raw. This person has not healed. All right, we'll go on to another sign. Let's go on to water. Start off with Scorpio. Who's watching Scorpio? Is someone watching Scorpio that Scorpio should be aware of? That's cute. 2 of Swords with the bottom of the deck energy. The Chariot. First of all, what this is telling me, Scorpio is stubborn. Also, too, what this is telling me, Scorpio, is that this person has a very specific idea either in how they want to move forward with life or want to move forward in love, in family, in life. It feels like, oh, a new start. This person is stubborn. This person wants their way, has to be their way. And they're willing to go and almost hangman energy, go through intense sacrifice to get what they want. So anyway, Scorpio, let's go and find out a little bit more about this stubborn person. 2 of Swords here is definitely stubborn. Do I have someone, Scorpio, who's waiting until you contact them? They think you should contact them? Should you be contacting someone, Scorpio? Do you think there's someone who, I don't know, has a chip on their shoulder like, oh, Scorpio I deserve to be contacted by Scorpio? Someone has expectations, Scorpio, like deep expectations. Like the expectations I have when, I ask someone for a ride and, I expect them to come and pick me up for that ride, right? Like, where are they? They should be here. Especially when it's like 11 degrees outside. Oh, Scorpio, you're being watched by somebody. I don't know, Scorpio, if you feel like perhaps this person should be contacting you. And I only say that, Scorpio, because I have a King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles just didn't pop out of nowhere. That's why I say that. King of Pentacles energy, all the Pentacles are slow, blah, blah, blah. But a King of Pentacles, to get to a state of commitment or to vibrate for stability, and also to nurture, to care, to grow, to support. It takes a little bit of time. It's not something that poof comes up. It's also too like this person, I don't know, there's expectations here, really deep expectations, Scorpio. Scorpio, at its most basic level of what I have here, of who's watching you, I have someone who expected or expects, could be past tense, could be still present tense, a whole lot from you, Scorpio. Like they expect tons from you, Scorpio. They had in their head a certain scenario, Scorpio, and it feels like they're waiting for you to deliver on whatever they have in their head. Quite elaborate, too. Somebody essentially wants a love offer from you, Scorpio. They want commitment from you, Scorpio. They want you to do things, Scorpio. And they're not going to move one iota towards you, Scorpio. But oh my goodness, Scorpio, do they want you, Scorpio? And I don't mean like want you like, oh, that person's hot, I want them. I mean, they want you like, permanently. You're like, they want you really permanently. They say King of Pentacles is not something that just pops out of nowhere. Maybe in their head, they've already saw like, oh, Scorpio would be perfect. And they just went on and imagined. But then you said maybe, well, who knows what you said, Scorpio. But yeah, somebody's watching you and this person sees you essentially as someone who they like to be with. And they're going, why aren't you contacting me? Scorpio, the person who's watching you, someone who would like to be with you, and this person will not reach out to you. In this energy, I feel like they will not reach out to you at all. So Scorpio, if you met somebody who you really liked, I'm going to throw this out there. Scorpio, if you met somebody who you really, really liked, or maybe it didn't have to be really, really liked, you felt like you guys clicked, right? I'm not going to say really, really liked, but if you felt there was a notable affinity, and if you still like that person, Scorpio, you should contact that person. Because that person, if you felt an affinity with them, if you felt a little spark, a little connection, that person felt a whole lot more than just a spark and a connection. And Scorpio, this will never, ever, ever, and I do mean this not when I said that I see the 10 of Swords, for instance, I was speaking about energies that although they signify endings, are they the end? I can tell you in the energy that I pulled just now with that person will never, ever contact you first. If you contact them, things will move smoothly, but if you don't contact them, that's a dead connection. Anyway, I am going to do a thing on this because I need a little cleansing from that. That's very stubborn energy. I guess I could have said signs, but this is someone who expects to hear from you. Or they expected to hear from you, and that's who's watching you. Okay, I'm going to just drink a little bit of my tea. One moment. All right. I guess these readings are taking a little longer than I thought, probably because I'm clarifying. We did Scorpio. Let's go and do Pisces. What is this? I'm getting all these pages. Is 2025 the time when all these love admirers are popping out of the woodwork? This isn't even a love reading. So, Pisces, do you know this person or not? This person's been watching you, Pisces. Feels a little bit like knowing, Pisces. I don't know. Someone's getting the strength to go and act on their feelings. But what is this Four of Pentacles? Anyway, Pisces. Somebody's watching you who's also going to come forward with a love offer. All this energy around, I don't know, people coming up. Pisces, I have a Page of Cups. Let's go and see how this Page of Cups comes up. Who's watching Pisces in Page of Cups? Oh, by the way, this is not hopeful energy. This is kind of like excited energy. I will say that to Pisces. The Lovers. Six of Cups. Strength. Oh, it's very warm. Page of Cups, the Lovers, Six of Cups and Strength. Very, very warm, Pisces. It's like forward energy too, but it's not too harsh or not too direct. I don't think direct is the right word. It's not harsh. Anyway, Six of Cups, Pisces. Why do I have Temperance, Pisces? Pisces. That's why I had the Four of Pentacles there. Pisces. Should I say single Pisces? Is this person now single Pisces? Somebody's very single Pisces. Someone now in all this energy after all this time, after, well, did they clean up their act, Pisces? They could have. Someone could have gotten themselves on track, Pisces. They definitely got themselves on track. They could also, Pisces, be sort of, doing some superficial readjustments into the type of person that they know you would like, Pisces. Pisces, I do think you know this person. Or should I say this? Well, this person definitely knows you, Pisces. Four of Pentacles. But it feels like probably there is a mutual thing here. Pisces, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, and Four of Pentacles. This person's always been waiting for the chance to come back and apologize. They want to show you how much they've improved. How have they improved? Well, they're not bad. It's warm. I'm not going to see what this Temperance is because I don't feel like it. This person, Pisces, slipped. I mean, I do think Temperance is a nice card, blah, blah, blah. But whenever I see Temperance, like whenever I see Four of Pentacles, I get suspicious. So, like, I mean, there's a bunch of energies here, but Six of Cups with Temperance and then someone unwilling to let go. This speaks of history to me. It's like muddy things that are being cleansed. This person, as I said, this person has Could be just superficially, but this person has undergone some changes to make themselves, Pisces, into the type of person that they imagine you would want to deal with. So we have a fresh start, Pisces. Someone who's going to try and rebuild and expand upon the relationship that you had. Pisces, do I state something else that I'm getting pretty obvious? Well, you could feel with this person, Pisces, like they're a soulmate. You could feel definitely like you guys have met before. Maybe, Pisces, you wrote this person off. Maybe you wrote this person off as like, not good for you. You said yes, and then this person said, oh, I cannot let go of just what a strong, unique connection I have with Pisces. That's this person is going to approach again. But that's who's been watching you, Pisces. Someone, I'd say this energy is mutual. If you don't feel like this person is your soulmate, do I use the word twin flames? If you don't feel like this person is like, electrically charged with you, you definitely feel, Pisces, like you have had deja vu, past life. Maybe you dream about each other. Maybe you feel each other. There's some connection that you guys had. Maybe you distanced yourself from it, Pisces. I wouldn't doubt it since I'm talking to Pisces. You could have cut off the connection, but I have no doubt that there probably was a connection in which you guys you probably felt this person. Felt this person, their energy. Could have cut it off. It still could be there. I don't know. I'm not going to dive into it anymore. But this person you do have, or you had a significant link. This person is coming to revitalize it and expand upon it, Pisces. That's who's watching you. Should I say signs? I don't really feel signs are so much relevant as that message, but I do have Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo. If we want to take these, Scorpio, Aquarius, Virgo. But I feel, as I said, the stronger thing is you should feel as well this person is one of your, one of your soul links or something like that. This person should feel significant to you, whether or not you still want to deal with them. Now, let's do Cancer. Who is watching Cancer? Let's see. Someone with a lot on their mind, Cancer. That, first of all, is who's watching you. 9 of Cups. Finally made a decision, Cancer. It's a little hard for them to break free, Cancer. I wonder why. I'm going to fold these back. All right, but we have 9 of Cups for who's watching you. This really wanted to come out, but I'm not taking it because, it didn't fall out all the way. And sometimes I don't like it when the cards just pop out. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Cancer. That wanted to come out too, but it didn't pop out all the way. All my cards want to pop out. going to put my elbows on the table. Let's see. 9 of Cups for Cancer. Death. 6 of Cups. Scorpio energy building up. An Ace of Wands. Well, that's pretty obvious right then and there, Cancer, who's watching you. Oh, and this energy, though, oh, it's smug. Do you know, well, of course, I guess we all know smug people. I have somebody who's smug. Oh, they're so satisfied with themselves. I wonder why. Well, they have enough confidence in themselves right now, Cancer, to I have a 9 of Cups clarified by death, a 6 of Cups, and Ace of Wands. So, Cancer, I have somebody who is going to come forward with some news to you, someone who you definitely know. Cancer, though, this person is smug. This person now thinks that they're just, well, they think they're wonderful. They have the ego all properly, help me out here with some words, all properly puffed out to come forward, and it's almost like say something outlandish, or even just their mere presence, Cancer, could be outlandish. And the reason why I say that too is, oh, Cancer, 5 of Pentacles. This is smug. I don't even know if I want to go anything more in this, Cancer. Do you want to know who's coming towards you in this energy? Who's watching you? That's who's watching you, Cancer. I have someone who's watching you. This person is I have words which I'm not going to say on here. I don't know. I don't think so, Cancer. You know, we're just going to leave that as you have someone from the past who's who you know. This person left you, Cancer, in a poopy state. I'm not going to I try not to curse. Signs I have here, Cancer, I have Pisces, Scorpio, Aries. I have Taurus. I have Cancer. I have Cancer. Wait, did I say I have Cancer? Did I say Cancer? Oops, sorry, I got it away. Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Taurus, Aquarius, Cancer. King of Wands, the Fool. Yeah, I have strong air. I have some earth. I have some fire. I have strong water. Scorpio could be relevant. It also could just be the energy of transformation. Transformation in this, though, is smug. You have a smug person who left you, Cancer, and now they're like thinking for some reason that they can just, I don't know, that they're in a good position to come back, and they're going to knock on your door because they think you're a good, I don't know, you're good for it. And even those cards kind of want to come out. Yeah, Cancer, I'm sorry, I'm not going to clarify anything more. That's like you have a not nice person watching you, and it's like they're going to approach you, Cancer. Now, do I see them approaching you this month or anything like that? Not quite. But it's almost like when a new season happens, Cancer. Doesn't have to be a new literal season as in the weather or the year. It could also just be a new season of their life. Maybe it's a new season of their life right now for them to be so smug and happy. It could be a new season in your life. Anyway, yeah, Cancer, I'm not going to clarify that. That energy sucks. That's who you have. You have some well, you can apply other words to the word smug. Someone who left you, Cancer, when you needed help and they knew it. That's who is watching you, Cancer, and that's who is planning on coming back to you, Cancer. Anyway, I'm going to do a thing on that. Let's go on to the next sign. Should I do air? What do I have? I have air and earth left, right? I'm going to pull one more time. Fire, I have air. Okay, we'll do air. Shall we start off with Libra? Libra, who is watching you? Let's see, Libra. Let's see who's watching Libra. I still feel that smug person energy, though. Give me a second. Libra. People are watching how you move, Libra. Could be something, Libra, that you are accomplishing or getting acknowledgement from, Libra, in the wider sphere. Almost in that same energy, Libra, of if you, I don't know, did well the past week when you were little and the teacher put a star on your name and made a whole big deal of it in front of the class. It's almost like that energy, or maybe it's like employee of the month or highest sales, or if someone took an exam and then afterwards the professor would say a whole bunch of long-winded, unnecessarily challenging types of things, like, all you guys sucked except for so and so. Some sort of spotlight, Libra, has been placed on you and how you operate within, I don't know, the system. Seven of Cups gets Five of Wands. Competition. Five. Ooh. Libra. It pops up again. It says, hi, I'm back. Libra, you are being watched. What kind of gains have you made recently, Libra? If you haven't made any gains recently, Libra, then I would also say, who have you been ignoring? Like, perhaps somebody reached out to you, Libra, and then you like purposely went like, oh, you're not even worth the air I breathe on, and just ignored them. Could be one or the other. Could be both. Libra, essentially, people are watching you. I don't know, you're making gains. At the same point as you make gains, Libra, you are making some enemies. Because they can't, I don't know, they can't do what you can do. They can't go to where you can go. They don't have the opportunities that you have. Libra, while you are only looking forward and creating, Libra, they can only covet and scurry. This also is rather not the best energy, Libra. I'm not going to clarify this anymore either. I don't really want to dig any more into this. You have jealousy. That's who's watching you. And it could be, as I said, Libra, it could be both. This person is watching you, Libra, advance, and they know that they could never touch. They can't even sniff where you're going. Oh, and Libra, this person's not going to stop watching you. not going to stop watching, Libra. No. Or these groups of people are not going to watch you. If you're in a work situation, Libra, and as I said, if you've gotten some sort of acknowledgement or something like that, Libra, I would also watch, you just be aware of the people. If you're in a co-working situation, I mean, not what I mean, co-working situation. If you have gotten acknowledgements in work, and let's say if more people have started being more warm towards you or more chatty towards you, same thing, right? I watch them, Libra. And in that energy too, it's like I'm not saying that they could be coming out with fangs within a week. But this energy is kind of sick in the fact that they could smile to your face for a year before you realize that things aren't all what they match up to be. I don't know. It's very cutthroat, but it's sneaky. And they're jealous. Anyway, Libra, keep in mind that, yeah, as you're getting success, people are jealous of that. And they will want to try and attach themselves like barnacles around you. May not appear literally like barnacles, but maybe they want you to go. And as I said, they could be chatty. They could be nice out of nowhere. Maybe they were always sort of smiley, but then they start becoming chatty. There's some sort of progression there, some sort of trying to remove the gulf that existed between you. Not drastically, but just a little bit, get closer and closer in your circle. But they are, I don't know, they want to cannibalize the wins that you have, something like that. They're jealous. Anyway, Gemini. Gemini, what I have for you, are you being watched by anybody who specifically you should know about? I mean, outside of the mailman and the cashier and your neighbor and those security cameras at work, maybe the security cameras by the traffic light, maybe the security cameras in the drones, right? Who's watching Gemini, the Gemini should be aware of, right? I can only one person, only one message right now. Not the whole neighborhood. Well, we'll see if the whole neighborhood, if maybe it is the whole neighborhood. Gemini, we'll find out. Who's watching Gemini? Watching. It's kind of morbid. Well, not quite morbid, but dull. Someone's watching you, Gemini, and that person doesn't really have any intention of coming forward yet. They're not ready yet, Gemini. They're saying they're not ready. There's some sort of big fanfare they have in their head. That they're like, when I approach Gemini, I'm going to come with a whole parade. A whole parade. And if it can't be this way, then I'm not going to bother with Gemini. That's who's watching you. Somebody who has no intention of approaching you right now. Keeping tabs on Gemini. Let's see more about the Hermit. Is it those too many cards? They're not quite too many cards. I don't know why this won't stay up. Oh, won't stay up. Take my river stone. So, King of Wands, Magician. Yeah, this person's not ready yet. Well, I already said that. I didn't need the message again. There's an element of fantasy here, Gemini. This person has, I don't know, this whole big thing up in their head about what they want, how they want to approach, and they're not going to move till they do. But I'll find out a little bit more for you, Gemini. I don't find the energy irritating. Let's see. Shall we find out? Let's take a look at the Magician. Someone you know. Who petered out on you. That's not nice. That's not quite nice. Gemini, I think you want this person to stay where they are. Gemini, you are being watched. It feels like this person is not really watching you physically, but they are watching you through other means. Gemini, do you have your social media out? Gemini, do you have any mutual friends with anyone who you used to be close with, and then that person just sort of, I don't know, became deflated? They just withdrew and, oh, I could use the word ghosted here. It's definitely deflated. They purposely decided to bring a drought to your connection. That's not very nice. Gemini, I have somebody who's watching you. It does feel like this is someone who, well, as I said, they put a drought to your connection. They deflated your connection. Sounds like if we were to put it in modern terms, we could say ghosted. This person has plans to contact you again, but it's kind of all in their head. This person has no intention of coming forward anytime soon, Gemini, but they are keeping tabs on you. They're doing it in a way that you won't know what it is. I could swear I just heard a cat puke, but I guess not. Like more laundry for me to do. Gemini, I have signs. I have Scorpio. I have Gemini. Well, Gemini. I have Libra. I have Cancer. I have Virgo. You know, almost in these signs, not only would I consider those other placements I mentioned at the beginning, but I would consider Pluto because this is very controlling energy. I would also consider if you know this person's first house. I don't know. Do you know the time they were born, Gemini? That's kind of hard. But I would definitely say Pluto and first house energy with this person. Very controlling. Oh, you want this person to stay away, Gemini, and this person, I don't know. Like make everything private, Gemini. And if you know anybody kind of like this, Gemini, oh, I wouldn't talk or say anything relevant to mutual people. Because that's how they're getting their information. So one more. Well, I do have Aquarius and the Earth signs left. But I've also been doing this for an hour. I will take a little break, I think. If anybody would like a reading, I can take a break with that. I guess I got into the clarifying, but I was curious. Well, curious with some and not with others. I love this tea. Anyway, black tea with a little bit of maple. I once read about this comic, and it was about this woman who she passed away, and then she went on to she was reincarnated into a novel or some other reality, and she became a duchess. And then one of the things that she invented was something called like tea jam. And she used black tea to go and come up with like black tea cake and black tea jam and black tea pudding and a whole bunch of other things that were flavored with black tea. Forgot how I came across reading it. I think I sometimes travel. Sometimes those trips take about 6 hours at a time. So you can go through quite a lot of things when you do it for 6 hours at a time. 6 hours at a time on the bus, 6 hours at a time at the train, 6 hours of time at the airport, 6 hours of time on the airplane, 6 hours at drive. You can like digest a lot of information in the course of 6 hours. Oh, and that's 6 hours one way. So, you get up at like 4 a.m. in the morning. Well, actually, you get up earlier. You get up like 3 a.m. in the morning. You pack your bags beforehand, but you get up like 3 a.m. in the morning. You go and make sure your connections to get to however you're going to go for that ride is all ready to go. And then 4:30, 4:45, maybe 4:52 if it's late, you pile into that connection, whether it's an airport or I don't know, a taxi, a bus. And then you have a 6-hour ride of turbulence waiting for you. And during that time, I started reading anything and everything, which included reading about a duchess that made tea-flavored confectionaries, black tea-flavored confectionaries. But I have to say, after drinking this black tea with maple, I definitely would not mind a cake that was flavored, that had that flavor. That would be very nice. I would experiment, but I've been told my experiments kind of could be positive and could not be positive. I do consider myself a pretty good cook overall, but sometimes when I experiment, I get immediate results. Like once I made something, and I don't know what it was. I mean, I ate it and I was fine, but I did feed it to someone else. And the reaction of what happened was instantaneous. I don't know what happened. I mean, it wasn't even anything that drastic either. It was something like I use zucchinis and turmeric, something else. I think I just made a vegetable stir fry, and for some reason, well, I did try and make it healthy, which is why I put a lot. Maybe I put too much turmeric. I literally I ate it and it was fine, and then I fed it to someone else, and they were like, 2 seconds later, not 2 seconds later, but pretty close. I was really insulted, and then I made the same meal. I made this smoothie, and I was reading about guava leaves. And I used to grow guava indoors. And then when I read about the health benefits of guava, I was like, wow. And some people said you can make a tea with a guava. And I thought, well, why bother making a tea? I'll just take the guava leaves and I'll put them in the blender with a banana. And then I'll strain the whole thing. So it'll be like, a drink, but it'll have like fresh guava leaves in there. And guava leaves, if you look into it, they're supposed to be a miracle food. Like everything's supposed to be a miracle food, but guava leaves have very specific qualities. I suggest you look them up. So anyway, yeah, I made up a smoothie with guava leaves, fresh guava leaves. And that also did like an immediate reaction, digestive reaction. I was fine though. Maybe that person's stomach was just too sensitive. Could be. Sometimes we're not used to eating certain things, so maybe that person wasn't used to eating guava leaves in a smoothie. I don't know why. Then I don't know what was wrong with the zucchini stir fry. And then I think for dessert of that meal, I had star fruit. And apparently after the other two things, they didn't have an appetite for star fruit. Not to say that I'm a bad cook. I'm not, because I have cooked for other people. I have cooked quite on a large scale as well. So I do actually have like legitimate cooking credentials. But I think that when I experiment with food, it's my experiments that have a mixed reaction. But I personally thought using guava leaves in a smoothie was pretty interesting. I don't think it tasted bad. It didn't taste bad to me. But anyway, I forgot how I got on that subject. Oh, black tea. The flavor of black tea. Yeah, so I was wondering, I've been thinking about this for a couple of months. Could I make muffins that had black tea flavor? Would I have to could it be as simple as, do I just put tea, like raw tea, into the batter and then it has black tea flavor? Do I use the liquid? I do get black tea flavored things. Seems like to put the whole tea, like the raw tea in there. Finally did tea. Anyway, that's a musing that I've had in my head, but I haven't really explored it. Tea flavored things. So I guess I can continue with Aquarius. Or I could take a break and come back later with the Earth signs and Aquarius. Or should I just finish off Aquarius? Who's watching Aquarius? Maybe I'll do this and I'll do the Earth signs separately. Who's watching for the Earth signs? Who's watching Aquarius? Someone who doesn't want it to be the end, Aquarius. That's who's watching you. Aquarius, the person who's watching you has been hoping for a long time to come back into your orbit, Aquarius. I will say in this energy, Aquarius, perhaps they were a little proud, perhaps they were a little stubborn, going, oh, I don't need Aquarius. but it seems like they do. Page of Swords. Well, I have strong Libra energy here. Oh, someone with a broken heart, Aquarius, someone who doesn't want it to be the end, Aquarius, someone who wants to work on things with you, Aquarius. That is who is watching you, Aquarius. Oh, what miserable energy, Aquarius, this person. This person is willing to accept, I don't know, the ick that was done, the bad that was done, Aquarius. They're willing to accept it and move forward from it as long as they can do it with you. That's who's watching you, Aquarius. Aquarius, I'm not going to go into the energy too much either. I do have Sagittarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Libra, and Cancer. Maybe I'll dive into earth signs and then we'll wrap it up. Of course, I'm still thinking about that guava leaf smoothie. I think I even chewed a guava leaf before doing it just to like see. You know, I used to grow, what are they called? I used to grow was it passion fruit? Did I have a passion fruit vine? I think I had a passion fruit vine. I had 2 of them. And apparently with passion fruit, I'm pretty sure it was passion fruit. No, I'm not so sure because it's been a while. But anyway, I used to grow passion fruit. And then one day I was reading that in Southeast Asia, you can use the passion fruit leaves as long as you blanch them as like a bitter green. And they're also very healthy. And the moment I heard that, I was so excited. And of course, if you don't blanch them, then they kind of have this poisonous, toxic thing to them. And I think this was 2 years ago. And just out of curiosity, because passion fruit, like the leaves smell so tasty. They really do. Fig leaves and guava leaves smell tasty too. And I ate one just because, well, I didn't really eat one, I chewed one. And all that stuff was so vile. It actually made me heave and it took away my appetite for the whole day. But the guava leaf didn't do that. So that's why I don't understand why did that person react so violently to the guava leaf smoothie. I don't know. Maybe if someone else out there ever had a guava leaf smoothie, you can tell me. I feel like this is discrimination against guava leaf smoothies. I'm still hurt over that. I feel slighted. My culinary explorations dismissed by a simple action, a simple reaction. All dash dreams perhaps are like that. Anyway, let's do Virgo. Who's watching Virgo? Someone who can't let go, Virgo. 5 of Cups. I know that star wanted to come up, but it didn't quite come out. 5 of Cups, Hierophant. I have here a font full Knight of Wands, kind of that Aquarian energy still wanting to come out. Well, someone is so disappointed, Virgo, that they're going to come back. There's something under here. There is. This is a person who you haven't heard of in a while, that things could have ended rather fast between you, or when they ended, they could have ended rather sharply, one or the other. I feel like my cat did something bad again. Anyway, almost done. Virgo, someone who's watching you, this person is going to come back, but oh my God, they have such deep regret, Virgo. Really deep regret. They're coming back quite forceful as well. Are they coming to break all the rules, Virgo? Or are they wanting to go and perhaps try and play by your rules, Virgo? They're going to make some sort of concessions, Virgo, that's for sure. How long will they stick to them? How firm will they apply them? Another question, Virgo. Capricorn, I have justice for you as who's watching you. World, someone's wondering, what do they exactly have to do for you? Is it exactly worth it? My little kitty goes hi. And Page of Pentacles. You have Capricorn, you're being watched by somebody who they know they owe you something, Capricorn. And Capricorn, they're wondering how deep or what kind of concessions or how much of those concessions do they actually have to go and deliver towards you. They are going to go and approach you with something. Will it be adequate? I think it's a gesture. Just by this person coming up, Capricorn, they're going to see that as enough. That's who's watching you. Energies. Well, I do have Libra, Taurus, Libra and Taurus. And then we'll do Taurus itself. Taurus, who's watching you? Nine of Wands. Judgment. King of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Taurus, someone is watching you who they expect you to come back to them. Taurus, this person thought you would always be, oh, I don't know what the word would be here, under their thumb, committed to them, devoted to them, with them always. You know, there is something here that's pretty constant, almost like familiar, I'm not saying the word right. Familial. Am I saying the word? Like family love, right? Like the love of family. They kind of think that, you know, no matter the ups and downs, it's like blood ties would hold firm. Of course, we know that's not true, but it's like in the theory of it. Like they thought that this was a love that no matter what they did, you'd still go and be like, or a connection, no matter what they did, it would still be together. Taurus, did you cut somebody out? Could be family, Taurus, could be somebody who you had a rather deep connection with, rather close relationship with, Taurus, and that person just did a whole bunch of wrong that you said that's it. And they say, oh my goodness, that's really it. Surely that can't be it. Taurus, that's who's watching you. I'm not going to bother clarifying those last ones just because, well, I don't think it's necessary. That concludes all the signs of who's watching you. I'm sure there are more messages to be pulled on that, but that's an idea. Some of the messages I would almost repull, but we're talking about who's watching. And again, using a phrase like that, who is watching you, opens us up to like a whole host of people, right? We're not saying the word stalking. We're not saying what kind of love connections, like, let's say mutual love connections are coming. We're just talking about who's watching you. So that's why it's a grab bag of energy. Anyway, do think over those messages if they apply to you. Also, to consider the other signs if you feel called, not the other signs, the other readings if you feel called for. Same title, who's watching you. If anyone would like a reading, I am available. Let me also take a break and come back just with a purely chat one. Some of those energies were a little sad. Some of those energies were also a little weird. And then some of those energies, like Cancers, were just loony bins. Because Cancer, as I said, the person watching you is happy. They're planning on approaching and they are just tap dancing their way in. Like, that's like weird. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back later. But there we go with that. Anyway, until probably do a separate live for personal readings and chit chat, even though I spoke about guava leaves and data sets. Till the next reading, bye-bye. And I still think that you can make smoothies out of guava leaves. Like, don't tell me you can't make smoothies out of guava leaves. I mean, not only guava leaves, but if you add other tasty things to it, surely you can make a guava leaf smoothie. I'm not the only one in the world who thinks this, right? Have you ever smelled guava leaf? They smell great. And as I said, I ate one while I chewed it up. It's a little hard to eat because they're tough. But if you strain it, then how can anyone tell? I don't know. Wondering how far to go in my belief that we can eat guava leaves in smoothies. Anyway, until the next reading. Bye-bye.